My name is Deontay Justin Carter McCoy. I'm 21. I work at Allegheny General Hospital in the cafeteria. I also work with Urban Impact, athletics, baseball, basketball, and I'll be doing flag football this upcoming week. Kind of growing up, years later, I would say Coach Matt Davis is kind of my biggest influence. I spent so much time around him and his family. And before he had a family, he spent time with us, he spent time with me. It's like always a daily thing. It wasn't never about baseball. It was about what's going on at home. How's your mom? How's your family? How are you? How's your education? Do you need help with school? It was never about himself. It was always about me or the other people he was around. And seeing that as a 12, 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid whose father's not around, it was like different. As much as I don't know about him, he just doesn't give up. And having somebody that doesn't give up and that's gonna push you when you wanna give up is definitely 110 times better than somebody who says, if you're giving up, then I'm giving up on you. When I first came in Urban Impact, it was kind of a place where I kind of just went for my sports and my camp. I always seen it as like a way for me to kind of interact with others, but as a kind of like a way to not be inside the house. As I got older, me now as a 21-year-old man who works for Urban Impact, I see Urban Impact as a family. We could come to each other, sit down and have a conversation about whatever, and we could cry, we can laugh. We could share personal stories that might be really hard for us to share, but like this is like a big family. Like everybody's a brother or a sister to me. And like we're all so closely, like we're linked arms. Like we stand together and we go to war together. Urban Impact is a safe place for me. I've always had people wanting to reach out a hand to me. It's a place where I know if I ever needed anything, I could immediately come here and say, I'm really struggling. Can somebody help me? I've always said to myself, one day in the future, I kind of hope to be a father, to kind of raise my own. And I have 3 younger siblings. So seeing as, I'm the oldest, I've felt our father not being around more. So I've always kind of wanted to be a father, but I feel that God is allowing me to experience this father role between my siblings and the kids that I work with, the people that I like to be around. One thing for certain, I will always say I'm still a kid and I'm still a student, because in life you can never be too grown and you can never be too young. Because when you're too grown, you feel you've learned everything in life and you're completely set. But you can never be too young, because as a young child, there's always more to learn. So I kind of like to see myself as in the middle. I'm not too grown and I'm not too young, but I'm still old enough to where I can lead people younger than me, but I'm still young enough to where those older than me can still give me knowledge. So I kind of use the knowledge that, while I'm still receiving knowledge and any new knowledge that I get from the people that's older than me, I immediately give back.